Alright, 60-second summary for the new Academy at Night deck featuring Magcargo EX, because Magcargo EX actually released back in Twilight Masquerade, but I have to pretend like this is new to trick new viewers into thinking I come up with original ideas. The reason Magcargo EX never saw play in the previous format is because it lacked a consistent way of putting an energy on top of your deck. With Academy at Night from Shrouded Fable, that problem has been solved. So now, once during your turn, you can put a fire energy from your hand on top of your deck. Then when you use Magcargo's Ground Burn, it's doing 280 damage. And if you happen to discard an energy from your opponent's deck, that jumps all the way to 420. You can guarantee this with Team Star Grunt, but it's your supporter for turn, meaning Bibarel is all but a must with this archetype. Since you can't really run Magma Basin, getting that 3 energy on Magcargo isn't easy, so you have to explore other options for acceleration. I tried out Energy Sticker and went 0 for 7 on coin flips, so then I tried Charizard EX. I'd rather just play a Charizard EX deck, so then I tried Armarouge, and I kept prizing Armarouge. While nowhere near perfect, the combo I saw the most consistent success with was Turbo Energize with Mela and Experience Share. Your mileage may vary, but I'm very sure that no matter how many variables there are, Magcargo EX will never be a good deck. That doesn't mean you can't have fun playing with your hot slimy slug though. Wait, are they playing Arbok? I'm seeing a Rigid Band, so they're playing a stage 1 deck. What stage? Is it Golden Go? Are they playing Rigid Band in Golden Go? I guess that... No, they're having a bad start too. Okay, good. They're having a bad... Oh, we got the perfect top deck. Okay, get wrecked. So I can't go for anybody because it doesn't really make sense to do anything. So we go Poffin. We get the... I mean, I could go for the Voltorb or something. But, you know, I only play 4 Arven. You know, only 4 of those Arven. I guess I go for the Voltorb and put the rescue board on it? No. I'm going to put the Tatsugiri down. Because they're having a bad turn as well, a really bad start. And oh my god, we got the nuts. Okay, we got the nuts. If I lose this one, I will make I Am Legend's mom. Okay, here we go. I don't know what I'm going to do with I Am Legend's mom, but she's going to be very happy afterwards. So I think we just load up 1. We got the nuts. You get the turbo, you Iono into the Turbo Energize and an energy, you keep it going. And Balls Deepest, I mean, I don't think it's going to be Sizzler. I would assume it's Golden Go with just a Rigid Band. Dwayner, yes, that is where I will start. Okay, 2 Rigid Band is interesting. Okay, who is this Pokemon? It carries food all day long. There are tales about lost people who were saved by the food it had. Is that an Audino? You could use Greninja for the new Colress and Boomerang Energy. Boomerang Energy only works with Lugia. That's what we've learned. You know, For the Win took my idea. Is it Audino? It's Gen 2? So what's a Pokemon that carries around food all day? Okay, this is fine. We're knocking out a Gimme Ghoul. That's a gimme right there. Oh god, what do we do here? Okay, so I want to... I mean, I think we go Earthen Vessel that away. And then I attach this energy, and then worst case scenario, I just suck a huge butt. I mean, if I go for the Magcargo and take the KO, then I can Mela. Okay, I think this makes sense because we have weakness advantage. I think maybe taking a prize card isn't the smartest thing because they have Pheasantipity. But I don't know, right? Like, going on odd prizes isn't great, but I do have Radiant Charizard. And then we have another Mela. And then we just have another Mela, so it doesn't matter. All right, so Gen 2 carries food all day long. There are tales about lost people who were saved by the food it had. It's not Ampharos, right? Because Ampharos is like a lighthouse Pokemon. So it's Gen 2. It's not Steelix. Whenever I think Gen 2, I always think Steelix. It's like, what Pokemon carries food around? It's not Sentret. It's not Furt. Well, there goes my 2 Mela. I have no experience share in play. Well, we can get an experience share, but it's not going to help too much. So the good news is, if I had gone for Bibarel, this would have been our hand afterwards. And it's a Gen 2 Pokemon, so it's not Greedent. But it's not like Mighty... Delibird is Gen 2? I thought Delibird was Hoenn, was Gen 3, right? Alright, they are, they're gonna destroy me here. Delibird is Gen 2? Today I learned. It's number 225. Okay, yeah, I always thought it was Gen 3. I never connected the dots there. The Delibird was Gen 2, not Gen 3. So you tricked me, Lil Frizz. That really does feel like a Gen 3 Pokemon, though, doesn't it? Because Gen 2 feels like they were just, you know, trying to come up with ideas and just be like, oh, Pokemon is this worldwide massive success. We have to come up with random cards. And they were just like, okay, well, what if we did a bird? What if the bird was the word? All right, so we have nothing good going on. I think this is just a research play. I'd really like to Iono or something, but that's not going to happen. Why would we get useful cards? Okay, so it's just got to be research and hope, and we're probably going to lose this game. But we have everything that we need, at the very least. I don't need to use Academy at Night in this matchup, which is really nice. Let's go attract some customers. Don't want to use research. This is pretty good, because now I can Ultra Ball away the things, get another Magcargo EX. And then, at the very least, we don't show them the Radiant Zard. Does it make sense to not evolve this one? Because then it gives them... Hang on, my pilot senses are tingling right now. I think maybe it makes sense to not put another 2-prizer on the field. Because if they do anything, then my Duderson is going to be able to just hit them for a ton of damage. So I think this is the right play, is do nothing. And is there a card that I don't need? I mean, I'd really like to have Mela. Okay, and then I guess we go Academy at Night, the Magcargo, and then we do that, and then we just hope we don't get Iono'd. Okay, I felt bad for them. I wanted to get rid of that Magcargo, so I knew we were going to hit a Golden Go, so I felt bad for them. But yeah, I probably shouldn't have put the Magcargo in there. I was just like, you know, what are you going to do? You're going to look at my discard pile and say that, oh, pilot's out of Magcargo, I'm going to win now. See, this is the thing you have to do when you're a content creator. You have to think that your opponent's got you by the Pokeballs, or that you've got me by the Pokeballs. Somebody's holding someone by the balls, and that's what you have to assume the world is. Because I need them to think that they have a chance of winning this game, or else they'll concede, and then it won't be good enough to be featured in a YouTube video. Because my plan for next turn is to force them to knock out a single prizer. You know, my pilot senses were just tingling all over, and I was like, wait, I can't do that. I have to be smart. So as long as I don't put a 2-prizer in play, I can win this game, and also they can't Iono me, or if they do Iono me, I have to get a Charizard and an Energy. If I get a Charizard and an Energy, we're fine, because I'll have another Magcargo. Throw so hard you break the sound barrier. When you want to be ball guy, but you're really just how? How are you doing? All right, there's no Iono. They're not playing unfair stand. Wait, what are they playing? Probably Prime Catcher, right? You're not playing unfair. No way. No way they're playing the Revavroom EX in this deck. I mean, I guess to one-shot a Lugia V-Star or to one-shot a Palkia V-Star, like, this is a terrible card. Let's all be real here for a second. This is a terrible card, but when Palkia V-Star becomes a tier 1 deck with Stellar Crown next month, this can one-shot a Palkia V-Star for a single energy, and then, you know, get knocked out right afterwards. But being able to one-shot a Palkia V-Star with a Revavroom, or just someone that evolves from a Varoom, isn't a bad thing. And Derek, welcome in. How are you doing, my child? It's a worse Golisopod GX, though. Right, I would rather have Golisopod GX than this card. Shattering Speed, discard this Pokemon and all attached cards? What the hell is that? And if you missed my tweet, PDCGL has screwed up again. The PDCGL dev really seems to have a tough time with the order of operations when it comes to declaring an attack. So if you have Neutralization Zone in play, and you use Roaring Moon EX's Calamity Storm, which is the one that discards a stadium, your Pokemon should still be protected. It shouldn't damage the Pokemon, but with PDCGL, it doesn't do things in a certain order, in the order that it should. So it should be that you declare the attack, and then you check the field for anything that would stop the attack, and then you discard the stadium. Instead, PDCGL does it simultaneously, where you announce the attack and discard the stadium. So according to PDCGL, the neutralization zone that protects your non-rule box Pokemon from EX and Vs... hang on here. We'll be fine. Alright, so we need some Magcargos. Oh, God. And... so we need the Magcargos and the energy. And well, no, because neutral is when you announce the attack, people have been, Shutterstock answered this question really, really well. All right, let's go. Experience share. And then I go Bibarel first, I think, because then if I get some cards that I can mill out like that, if I get some cards that I can just get rid of, that's perfect. Okay, so we want to attract some customers, see if I get anything that I can use for next turn. Ooh, that's perfect. Okay, and then we go Ultra Ball away, the Voltorb and the Arven. We go get our Radiant Charizard. I have played this perfectly. I mean, unless I don't get Magcargo EX next turn, then I've screwed this mightily. But we go Radiant Charizard gets the energy. I'm not going to be dumb. I'm going to make sure I can launch an attack. Okay. Math is not my strong suit. We all know that. Okay, then we draw to 6. We got the Magcargo. That's not great to have right now. But we have a switch. I made sure to keep the switch. We hit them for weakness. I'm totally fine. I got to prove that I can win with the Magcargo EX deck. We'll be totally fine. So, yes, the way that the order of operations works, Shutterstock linked to the play thing, but it's the same thing that went wrong with Greninja EX and the Water Ogerpon EX. That's what we got the Beaver for. I always play with my Beaver. So remember with Greninja EX, is that instead of doing the -20 damage, when you had... okay, no, because I have one prize left. So the problem with Greninja EX is that it was simultaneous, where you announced the attack and shuffled... or sorry, you shuffled the energy back in before the damage of the attack went through. And that was the problem. Yeah, they didn't do PEMDAS. So the way that PDCGL handles order of operations in terms of attacking is incorrect several times. So if you're ever, quoting PDCGL as gospel when you're, at your lead cup and like, well, on PDCGL, that's the case. That's not always the case, okay? It's not always the case where PDCGL gets it right, because they got Greninja wrong, they got Ogerpon wrong, they got the neutralization zone Roaring Moon, EX combo wrong. So, someone raised that question on the Discord. Oh, that's GG. Oh, you think I don't have energy? Oh, okay. Well, I got some bad news for you. I had the full combo if they just had an energy. I had the full combo if they had an energy, because I could have used Team Star Grunt to put an energy on top of their deck and then done 420. Or I can just do 420 if there's one on top anyways. Ah, suck a butt. Okay, but we still won. We're totally fine. Yeah, never use PDCGL to argue rulings. I'll link the tweet so you can all see it, but if you're watching this on YouTube, go to my Twitter account, or you can check out the Discord in the bug section, and Shutterstock answered all the questions. Shutterstock is much smarter than me. Okay, this is a very good start, except for the fact that we have to get rid of Charmeleon and Magcargo, but we're almost 2 hours into the stream. We might have our second good game. Like this is a playable starting hand. As long as it's not Raging Bolt, we actually have a chance to win this game, and I am here for it. Okay, this is great. They're going to have no idea what the hell I'm playing, until obviously I get rid of my Magcargo, but they're going to have no idea what's going on, and that's just the way I like it. We don't play Squawkabilly. Okay, well, that's fun. So we go Charmander, Bidoof. I'm going to do all the things next turn. We're going to Nest Ball for the Rotom. Oh, this is going to work out beautifully. This is going to be the I Am Legend's mom of turn 2s here. We don't do anything. We just instant charge. We get another thing going. Oh, this is great. Okay. Everyone, clench your butt cheeks as hard as they can. Do not let anything through. This will be the greatest game you've ever seen of Magcargo EX featuring Charizard EX. Literally nothing can go wrong from this point forward. They played Arven as their supporter. They have already given up on life because they know. They know that, oh crap, it's Dragapult. Crap. Well, maybe it's Dragapult Zard? Maybe it's Dragapult Zard? Okay, but as long as they don't get a Duskull down, we know that my Magcargo can survive a turn. Oh, we got it. We absolutely got it, Zedman. Alright, so we go... I mean, I can... No, we just go Charmeleon. Don't do anything crazy. And then we go Arven, D's Nuts. We go Earthen Vessel and Forest Sealstone. We play it cool. We don't let them know that I'm about to wreck their entire world here. Okay, we go Forest Sealstone, Earthen Vessel for... let's get rid of the I&O. Go 2 energy. So we're knocking out the Pidgey. There's absolutely no chance they have of winning at this point. And then I think I go... Oh, I'm just going to go crazy here. We're going to go absolutely insane. We're going to go get the Bibarel. We didn't prize both Charizard this time around. That's cool. And then we go Maximum Belt on this one, because that one's going to survive this turn, because they don't have a freaking Duskull that they can screw me over with. Okay, and then we go Hot Magma. And then we have an attack next turn. We don't have a nighttime Academy at night. But we have everything else we need. Okay, everything we need. You know, probably should have saved an I&O, but that's fine. I know what they're gonna do at this point, because we just win. Except for the fact that this is a trash hand, and I really wish we had some way to affect our hand here. Like a card that shuffled your hand and put it on the bottom of your deck and drew you cards equal to the number of your prize cards. But since that doesn't exist, we have to settle for what we got. Okay, they're going to Ultra Ball. Probably just go for another Dracloak. But I can knock out a Dracloak for free, and they still have to go and get a Duskull if they want to win this game. So if they can't find a Duskull, that is like their whole strategy. They did get rid of a Dusclops, which is very good, but it looks like they're trying to hard evolve through Dracloak. And that's bad for us, because they can just very easily do all of the things. No, I&O is not ironic or iconic. Okay, they got a Dragapult. This is really... Oh, they can't take it. I know you can't take a KO. What are you going to do? Try to beat me off? So we can go Team Star Grunt. This is why. See, this is why. I was like, I totally know how this game's going to go. They don't believe... You know, even if they launch an attack right now, it doesn't matter. I have already won this game. I kind of hope they get the Neo Upper energy. Okay, they're going to get the Neo Upper, but it's not going to be enough. Because I just knock out the Dragapult with Team Star Grunt and Maximum Belt. That was the plan all along. The Pheasantipity, we got to keep it secret. We got to keep it safe. They counter-catchered. Maybe they'll try and put the damage counters on the Charmeleon. I mean, most likely they're going to bring up the... Okay, I would have brought up the Rotom. Okay, things weren't supposed to end up like this. Things were supposed to be safe. We were supposed to be safe here. This is fine. Oh, they got a Duskull too. Oh, goody. What could possibly go wrong from this point? Okay, so they're knocking out Charmeleon. And they have a collapse stadium. Oh, that doesn't matter. That's fine. Everything will be fine. Okay? Magcargo is not a terrible excuse for a deck. Magcargo is totally playable. Okay, we got this. We have the energy. I can get rid of the TM evolution. We don't put the Cleffa down. Cleffa very bad. Cleffa no good. Okay, Slugma, great. Great card to get here. I have the combo. I think I put that there. We go Bibarel for 2. Because I didn't use my Forest Seal Stone. Oh, we got it. We so got this. And then we go I&O. If I get an energy here, that's a guaranteed KO. Okay, all right. Okay, well. Okay, I mean, we still... Wait, oh, God, we don't have a Charmander either? Oh, God. We prized a Charmander. It's like they knew. Are they watching the stream and they know that I suck? And remember, I don't play any, like, experience shares in this list. But if they... I guess I have to go Super Rod for a Charmander. Yeah, so we go Super Rod for the Charmander. And then Star Alchemy for a Poffin, because we want to thin the deck a little bit here. Okay, go get the Charmander. I mean, they're just going to be able to, like, dust Clops and whatever, but maybe they can't whip up another attacker. Maybe they just can't whip it out at this point. You know, they're too tired from what they did last turn. They can't whip it out. Hey, and we got rid of a Dragapult. That's the secret with Magcargo EX. You just have to discard their best card, and then they can't do anything. And then, of course, we get the stupid Charmander from the prizes. So we have a way to accelerate energy. We also have a way of doing big damage at the end of a game with our Charizard EX and our Radiant Charizard. They are on odd prizes, so that doesn't really matter. Okay. So the only way that they can attack this turn is if they already have Mela. Okay, so they're probably going to go for Mela and hope for a Psychic Energy. And that's their only way of attacking this turn. Oh, yep, they just had the Psychic Energy. I mean, I didn't need the rare candy. They were probably going to I&O me, but instead they had the Psychic Energy in hand, plus the Mela, plus all the things. But the good news is that they're going to knock out my Bibarel and go to even prizes, so then Radiant Charizard becomes useful, and I can knock out their Dragapult again. Right? So yes, it's going to be really sucky here in a second. And Geyser Beam, I only acknowledge you when you give me money. They're going to knock out Bibarel and put a bunch of damage on my Magcargo, and then probably knock out my Magcargo with some Dust Clops, Dust Noir shenanigans. And maybe they got a Defiance Band, because, you know, why wouldn't they just get everything they need? It would be so unfair to them to not get every card that they need. All right, there's a... Oh, yep, there's the Dust Noir. Yep. Okay, well, let me guess. You also have the Defiance Band. Oh! Mango's got to 100 stream streak. Thank you, Mango's. And yes, I will put a new players chat in the Discord. I do think that's a good idea. But I hope they realize that they're very close to losing. Right? I only need to take 2 prizes, and they played Mela as their... Yeah, that's GG. Unless they play... No, they can't. They play Neo Upper. So that's GG, because now we can just go Rare Candy into Zard, and then Boss's Hors d'oeuvres, either the Pheasantipity or Luminion. See, I told you, putting Charizard in this deck was the way that we win. I think I give them a thumbs up, because... I mean, no, wait, they can still... If they have a Radiant Alakazam, then they can win. Right? If they just drop a Radiant Alakazam on me and ping a damage counter on the Charmander or a Hawlucha, then we lose our Charmander. Okay. There was still a way that they can win. And if you're new to the Pokemon TCG and you're wondering, you know, how do I play it? What you should be doing on your opponent's turn is figuring out how can they beat me off. That is the most important thing that anyone can do, is finding out if they can beat you off. Okay, because this is going in a YouTube video, I have to do funny thing. Okay, I know this is the suboptimal play, but we have to do funny thing. Those are the rules. I do not make the rules, I just enforce them. We have funny thing, we gotta do funny thing. Yes, I know I had the KO with the Charizard, but again, funny thing tops optimal plays every day of the year. And then we do this, and then, well, I mean, nothing actually matters because we're just Pheasantippides nuts. All right, here we go. Well, this did not go according to plan. I mean, we still have it, but like, I wanted to go for the Magcargo KO. You know what? Let's let it ride, right? I'll let it ride slightly less. You know, I only believe in the heart of the cards a little bit here. But we're gonna believe in the heart of the cards slightly. Okay, just the tiniest bit. We have to get one energy. Oh god. Okay, I tried to entertain people. It would have been so cool if we just ripped an energy off of that, and you would have been like, "Oh my god, Pilot is so goated at this game. Have my children." But no. So the YouTube audience who's watching this and thinking, "Oh, Trust Your Pilot's an idiot, he had game." You're wrong. I had game with Charizard EX and Radiant Charizard, and I ignored both. That is how classy I am. That is the kind of quality content you can expect on this YouTube channel and this Twitch stream. So if this is your first Trust Your Pilot video, and you're thinking that I make mistakes, no, I make intentional funny things. I do the funny thing. Okay? Yeah, well, I had it with Magcargo if I, you know, hit one energy off the top. So we had game 3 different ways, and we still managed to not do it. But, you know, I try to entertain people. They can't use Counter Catcher. They don't have Prime Catcher. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, they think we're tied on prizes, bud. We are tied on prizes. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do funny thing again. Okay? If it doesn't work, try again. Okay, if it doesn't work the first time, you try again. Right for the win? Okay, we are 100%, we are doing this, okay? Press 1 if you believe. If you're watching this on YouTube, type Trust Your Pilot, I believe in you. You're goated in the sauce like that, and I want your sauce, I want to be coated in your sauce because you're goated in the sauce. Why are they playing this smartly? Right? They're actually playing, they realize I had game 3 different ways and I'm just trying to be funny, right? Okay, wait, does this do anything? I don't think this does anything. Let me check. What would Arven get me in this situation? It would get me to... Oh, I have no energy in the deck. Okay. Well, we can't do funny thing. I'm sorry. We had no energy in the deck. If I'd known that, I would not have done what I did last turn. But maybe we'll hit one on the top of theirs. And we didn't. Okay, so I did funny thing not knowing that PTCGL was the joke all along. And that's the lesson you should take from this video and this stream, is that PTCGL is a joke and nobody's laughing. Believe it or not, this is not the worst hand to start with. Yes, it is not good. Ooh, they have a Pheasantippides? Okay, so it's Charizard. We can do this. And Popstar, you gotta watch Trust Your Pilot's video. Okay, do you want to see the spicy play that I'm about to do here? I'd much rather have the Counter Catcher. That would be super better. But we go Academy at Night on the top, and then we Nest Ball for a Slugma. And then we go attach that to the active. Experience share. See, you can use Academy at Night defensively. What? Did you see what I did? Did you see what I did? I literally put an Academy at Night on the top of my deck, and then immediately afterwards, I shuffled my deck so I wouldn't draw into it. So then I draw 2 Academy at Night. Oh, this game. Thank you, Lil Frizz. You know, you do everything to not let PTCGL screw you over, and then PTCGL just like, you didn't try hard enough, bud. You know, try harder next time. Maybe then you'll succeed. But instead, you'll just do the first part of Succeed, and you'll just suck. By putting it back in the deck, you increase the chances? Yes, that is technically true. But I shuffled the deck to decrease the chances of redrawing into it, because I didn't want to lose another Academy at Night. I didn't want to be down 2 Academy at Night by the end of my first turn. And that would have been terrible, because if they just bump one and let's say I prize the other, then what do I have left? I'd just be a shell, an empty husk. Oh wait, oh my god! There's no way they're breaking. They're toying with me. They are absolutely just toying with me right now. Okay, so we have Magcargo. I go Arven for a Poffin. And Turbo Energize. Oh, this is great. This is great. We've got this. I will destroy. I will eat their face. Smash their head and eat it. Alright, so let's go. We go double Slugma. Turbo Energize. I don't need the Manaphy, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the Manaphy back into the deck. And we're going to do the things. I won't draw the Manaphy again with Bibarel. The question is, where do I put this energy? I think what I do is put the energy here. I go Turbo Energize. 2 to the other Slugma. I know I'm being a little crazy here. You don't eat them. You taste test them. There's a difference. So yes, I know that I went a little crazy, but they gave me an opening and I want to slide deep into that opening. Because it allows me to potentially just have this Magcargo sitting on the bench loading up on energy every time they take a knockout of another Magcargo. Because if you stumble one turn, I do have a slight chance in this matchup. I will probably have to burn that switch though, which is something I don't want to do. But I don't really have a choice. Okay, so we put the energy on the Magcargo from the Bidoof. They're going to retreat and take a KO. That's fine. They will definitely knock out the Rotom at some point. So they retreat, take the KO. I basically have to knock out this Charizard, which I can do either with Team Star Grunt or Maximum Belt. And oh, I know. I've played enough. Okay, so we go into the Rotom. Because I need to draw an extra card, so I have to burn the switch. Wait, didn't I use... Wait. Hang on a second. I used Academy at Night. I put Manaphy on top of my deck. And then I used Turbo Energize and shuffled my deck. And I drew the Manaphy again. That's the second time this game where I've just top-decked the card that I got rid of. There is no way that should happen, right? Is this like the Super Rod glitch where it tells you that it puts it on top of your deck? There is absolutely no way. Okay, so I just go Arven for Ultra Ball and Maximum Belt, and we go for it. And we just take our chances, and we hope that somebody has an energy on top of their deck here. So we go Ultra Ball, away those two, but there's no way that should have happened, right? Twice in the same game? Alright, PDC Jill, you have the chance to do the funniest thing ever. Please make it happen. Make it... No, that's my one... Oh, God. That was my one bosses. I may have gotten rid of the Pal Pad before I started this game because, you know, somebody had it in their mind that, oh, we don't need Pal Pad. Pal Pads, we're never going to get rid of a bosses. We're going to always get rid of an energy. But that's just never going to happen, is it? So I think this game has to go in the YouTube video either way, because that'll keep you on your toes. You got to keep the YouTube audience on their toes so they don't know what's going to happen. So they have no idea if I'm going to win this game or lose this game. And it's going to be a surprise, because usually when I put a game in the video, you know, oh, you're going to win the game. But you can't know for sure if I'm going to win if I tell you preemptively that I'm going to put it in the video. Oh, are you going for... Okay, that's terrible. Oh yeah, well I lose my Rotom, that's fine. But we do lose Bibarel, which is a bit concerning. I do knock out the Charizard though. And my Magcargo is untouched. And Defiance Band won't activate, so I think that was a mistake going for the Bibarel. Like, I understand why they did it, but I think it was a mistake. Because we go Academy at Night. 2 prizes. I know I don't need the Manaphy, but 2 prizes. Oh, well, hey everybody, I think I found all of my... Oh, look at their discard pile, that's cool. My opponent's cheating. Okay, so we go Academy at Night. We get rid of our... I think Arven is the least useful. Let's get rid of Research, though. And then we go Ground Burn, get rid of that. See if we hit like a Charizard or something. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, PTCGL is a really well-made game, everybody. I don't know who would... Like, what kind of a person, what kind of a mean person would tell you that this is not a well-made game? And let me pop off, thank you. You are proving my theory correct that everyone who comes over from the YouTube to the Twitch is just a nice person. And they haven't been jaded. But, yeah, a well-made game. So this is, I guess it's the top card of their deck. But there's no way. Like, I know somebody's going to try and do the math here, but whoever's watching the YouTube video, what are the odds of going Academy at Night and then drawing into my Academy at Nighted card the next turn and then doing it a second time? Like, what are the odds? Like 1 in 4.6 billion or something? I mean, it's probably not that many. It was like, what, 24, whatever 24 times 32 is, let's say. That's at least 600, right? So it's like at least 1 in 600. If that's how math works. But that is crazy. That has to be a glitch with PTCGL. Because I don't know if the glitch is still in the game with Super Rod. Because there was a glitch with Super Rod where you'd play Super Rod and then PTCGL's game log would say that, you know, Charizard or Iron Hands EX was put on the top of the deck. And then you draw into the next card, or your opponent would draw into the next card, and it was that card. So the Super Rod game log interaction was broken and it would leak. Temple of Sinnoh. Okay, that's fine. How many Academy at Nights? Oh, we are out of Academy at Night. Did I energize? No, I think I only did that once. The second time... did I? I thought I only did it. Let's go all the way back. Let's find out. So, it was... I drew Manaphy. So what did I do? I turbo energized the first time. Or the second time. And then what was the first time? I drew a basic... I don't know. That is too much work. Going through the game log is too much work. But they only did 240. Oh, they're also... Do you see the problem with PTCGL right now? Do you see anything that is wrong right now with what's happening on the screen? Is anybody seeing something that may be a problem right now? Well, we ultra failed there. Yeah, it looks fine to me. Nothing's wrong. My opponent's attacking with their Charizard for 1 energy. Okay, well, they're both there. There we go. I fixed the game for them. You know, it's that easy. I can just easily fix the game for them. And they have a Pressor Turo. Okay, they're getting rid of Luminion. But you're just seeing. Magcargo, yes, we had some fun today. We enjoyed each other's company. But this is just not good. If I can somehow get my counter catcher out of the deck. Uh-oh. Or my boss's orders. Oh, wait. Then we have a chance to knock out the Pidgeot and maybe win the game. Ooh, hang on. Oh no, I don't have an energy. And they're just going to top deck their thing. So yeah, they'll just boss's orders my dude. But there's, you know, maybe the heart of the cards bails us out. You know, I could have held off on that Magcargo. Because that's how you win this matchup, is you just hold back all of your 2 prizers at the end of the game and hit them with the Radiant Charizard. But You know, I've been playing this deck for a very long time today, and I know that things don't work out like that. So if we can get lucky, you know, you never know. You know, maybe the luck is on our side. Yeah, Lil Frizz, it was crazy. There was no way it should have worked out like that. All right, so if they somehow don't have an energy and a bosses, or I mean, they just need one of them in their hand. If they somehow are missing one piece of the combo, we have the slightest of chances of winning. Oh, God. I wonder if they're going to Pidgeot for a bosses. Oh, God. You know, I'm trying to make some fun decks. You know, I'm trying to post more on the YouTube. They didn't even need to Pidgeot. That's crazy. It's almost like Pheasantipity is an insane card. So I try to make some fun decks. Magcargo is not it, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun together. And, you know, Magcargo, I'm ultra disappointed in you. I did have a chance of winning the game, but when PTCGL is actively trying to make you lose, you don't really stand a chance when the game is beating you off. I absolutely know how to play this matchup now. I know how to beat Zard, is limit your Magcargos. That is it. Just don't put Magcargo into play and you're fine. This is an insane starting hand. Okay, Raxel, this is rematch time. You are not going to win this one. Just please tell me you're playing. Hey, I wonder if they're putting Lumineon in the active. Okay, we 100% have this one. They're starting Lumineon. I have the most insane starting hand. I can oh God, we're gonna Academy at Night and shuffle the deck and then draw into the Forest Sealstone. But just remember, remind me every 10 seconds, do not put 2 prizers into play. Okay, that is the way that we win this, is I limit the 2 prizers. Okay, they already have a bind. That's not good, because now they have a Binding Mochi on the Charmander, and that's actually really bad. Ooh. Did this hand just get better? Did I just win this game? Okay, so we got Experience Share and Thingy Thing. Now, the question is, how confident am I that somebody's surviving here? So what do we got? We have Rotom and Squawkabilly, but I can't put those down in this matchup. Okay, Clamburglar, chill. I was joking. All right, so we go Energy, Turbo Energize. I feel like I have to put another Slugma down. Right? If I go Ultra Ball away the Forest Sealstone and the Academy at Night, we go get a Slugma. And then I go Experience Share. We go Turbo Energize. I think I just have to... I think I do the exact same thing that I did last game, except don't lose this time. I think that's the strategy. Do the exact same thing that I did, except don't put too many Magcargo into play. That was what cost me the game. Well, that and other things that happened. But this is the rematch we've always wanted. Oh, God. Okay, well, they have a Zard. We're losing our Slugma. They... Wait, what was their ace spec? Was it I think their ace spec was Unfair Stamp, right? Forgot the pal. We don't need no stinking pal pad. So I think their ace spec was Unfair Stamp, which is totally fine. And I can knock out a Charizard this turn with what I... Wait, are they... They're doing it again! This is the second time that they've done this. I can't believe you've done... Oh, this is great. Okay, so we go Experience Share on that guy, Research. I think we just go... Yeah, this is totally fine. I am not concerned in the slightest. We go Ultra Ball away those 2. I will Bibarel, because again, we gotta limit the thingy things. Very smart player here. And then we go attach this. Oh, Raxel, you've made the mistake of challenging the #1 PTCGL player in the world. And then we get another Bidoof, because my opponent likes to slap my beaver. All right, you know, I could have forced the issue here and tried to knock out the Lumineon and, you know, done all the things. But if I do all of the things and it doesn't work, then I just 100% lose the game. But I have the strategy. They have to attack with 2 prizers. They can't knock out my 2 prizers until I knock out some of their 2 prizers. It's the fatal flaw of Charizard. And that's why the Dusclops was always going to make it so much better. Is because Dusclops forces your opponent to take a prize card, and in doing so, it powers up your Zard and makes it that much better. But we are in a potential uh-oh scenario if they put another bench Pokemon into play, collapse Stadium, and then Turo. Then we're in the upside down. But if they don't do that, we're fine. Okay, so we go. We attacked with this one, right? I know I can't put Maximum Belt on my dudes, which was maybe a giant miscalculate. Oh, they're gonna do the thing. They're going to do the thing. So it may have been a giant miscalculation, putting my experience shares on everybody and limiting myself to not being able to play Maximum Belt. But you know what? You know what I say to that? Yeah, that was my bad. You know what I say to that? Yeah, hey, my discard pile is freaking out. Good job, PTCGL. Kind of feels like my opponent is the cause of all of this. All right, we go Magcargo, Radiant Charizard, attached to the Radiant Charizard, Bibarel some cards. See, PTCGL is trying to tempt me. Do you see this? PTCGL is trying to tempt me right now. Oh, you should definitely put your Magcargo into play. Nothing bad will happen if you do that. You're trying to tempt me. I'm not going to fall for it. All right. I do want to get another Slugma, so I think I just hit into them and fail miserably. But what if we get the counter catcher? You know, that's what I'm thinking about. What if we get counter catcher off of this? Is it worth it? Apparently not. But we can use the Radiant Charizard to knock out the Pidgeot. So that is another play that we have access to. The question is, do I want to get rid of my top deck? And I think the answer is yes, because what if we rip the nuts here? We didn't, and we didn't. But we could have. And that's the important thing, is never let reality tell you what you can do and what you can't do. What's in your mind, the mind is more important than reality. Okay, so the Maximum Belt we save for the Radiant Charizard. I don't have Palpad, but I do have 2 Team Star Grunt. So it's not the worst thing if I get rid of this one. As long as I can keep pace with them, we'll be okay. And again, they're not taking a knockout on my Magcargo this turn. We will, at some point, force them to knock out a 1 prizer. Oh, wait, no, we don't want to do that. Because they're already on prizes. Don't worry about it. I was locked into a... Why do they keep clapping my beaver? Okay, this is fine. Okay, we do Magcargo. I will take a knockout this turn. That is less fine. So, how do we do this without completely losing the game? Because we have way too many good things in our hand right now. I think I have to use Team Star Grunt. Get rid of that. I go... because they'll take 2 prizes. That doesn't need to have an energy. I mean, this is going to get the thing. That's going to get the thing. How badly do I want to draw a card? Do I think they have Lost Vacuum? They probably have Lost Vacuum, but I need to draw some cards here. So we'll do that. We'll get an energy in the discard pile. I won't experience share the energy unless I get a Slugma and... a thing, but that didn't work. Yep, done. Okay, so we're knocking out the Zard. Oh, geez. Oh, this deck. This deck is something else. All right, so they specifically saved the Binding Mochi Zards for this exact scenario. So now they can knock out a Magcargo when their Zard is poisoned. But the Night Stretcher is going to come in handy here. Depending on how things go. Because I can't Team Star Grunt now. I am kind of hoping they Iono me. Okay, so they're going to do a Rare Candy. There's the Pecharunt. They have all the energy they need. They're not going to whiff here. Unless they prize, like, 2 energy. You prize 3 energy? You can't attack? You made an oop? No, they didn't make an oopsie. And there's the unfair stamp. Okay, that's actually fine. God, this game... Stop trying to get me to put my Magcargo into play. It's not going to happen. And Mr. Mountain Dew, no, Academy at Night is clearly the best card ever printed. It's way better than the Oranguru from Sword and Shield base set. Who would want to play guaranteed... You know, Academy at Night is half of the Oranguru. I was thinking about this while I was testing. The Oranguru swapped the top card of your deck with a card in your hand. This just puts a card in your hand on top of your deck. So this is half of an Oranguru. Like, this isn't even good. It's half of an Oranguru, and that's just terrible. Okay, so sure, why not? The way that I win this is I have to take a knockout right here with the Radiant Charizard. The math doesn't matter with that. Okay, this is fine. All we have to do is bench the Manaphy, attach that there, and then just give me a Bosses or a Counter Catcher. Okay, please tell me the Counter Catcher is in the deck. Please tell me the Counter Catcher's in the deck. That's all I'm hoping for. Oh wait, did we prize Catcher and Bosses? Oh my god, we prized Counter Catcher and the Bosses. Oh god, how are you doing this to me? How can you take this kind of pleasure in doing this to me, PTCGL? Like, there's just no way someone can do this and live and stare at themselves in the mirror and live with themselves. I had everything prepped and ready to go. Just a Counter Catcher and I win the game. That's it. And I put the Magcargo into play because I just want them to end this. You could have given me one. You prized both. I do want to check the deck after this game to prove that I do have those cards in the deck. Because if those cards aren't in the deck, yeah, that's fine. Just one Gust card. So I will check. We will find out for sure. Did I put... Okay, well, I mean, they're just being annoying right now. So... I did do the thing. They are in the deck. I guarantee you. If this makes it in the YouTube video, I don't think it will. But I guarantee you there is a Bosses and a Counter Catcher in that list. And we prized both in a game that I played perfectly. And I cannot wait for TCG Pocket. There you go. Counter Catcher Bosses. Right there. I am great. But PTCGL just absolutely hates me.